Major Slack Videos.
Well, yeah, the name is Slack. Thanks for coming back. Let's walk through some more Elden Ring. We last left you with 10,000 runes burning a hole in your pocket. Let's spend some money. Let's level up. Points into intelligence. Until further notice, we should have enough to level up 3 times. Your mileage may vary. Leave me with 1,100 bucks. What kind of improvements can I make without increasing my equipment load? That's going to stay for a while because it's a pretty good helmet. That's a pretty good increase, but it also increases my load a lot. Let's try for now. And I think I have some gloves too. And we have a heavy load. Don't want that. Could remove this. And this. There we go. And let's put the just like that. And put this, will this make a heavy load? It will. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about this. Let's go back to the prisoner clothing. And we're good. Going just like that. Alright, now, ground slam. Let's put it on the Lord Sworn's greatsword. Ground slam is a riot. It's an absolute riot. This new Ash of War that we just picked up in East Limgrave. Let's put it on this bad boy right here. Ground slam. And you have a choice between standard or heavy. Heavy is for melee characters. That's where like it increases your strength attribute scaling from D to C, which would be great if you're putting a lot of points into strength, but we're not. So we're going to go with standard. Because if you go with heavy, you take a hit to your damage, your base damage, and even your bonus damage. So let's go with standard. Okay, and make sure you're holding that Lord Sworn's greatsword in 2 hands. And press the skill button, and this is what happens. Does considerable damage, and it stuns anybody else who didn't get damaged. And you can load a charge attack while he's flat on his ass. So just do the ground slam. As soon as he's flat on his butt, sitting on his butt, hold down the strong attack. You know, get up and launch a charge attack. So it's up. Lands on his butt, hold down the strong attack, he gets up and immediately launches a charge attack. It's incredibly useful and a hell of a lot of fun. Alright, so we are going to go on a little excursion from Agio Lake North down this road here to the bridge. There's another Ash of War right here in the Teardrop Scarab that we can get determination. That's pretty good for the S-Dot. There's also this strange dude called Bach hidden in the bushes here that we can talk to. He'll give us 10 free mushrooms and he'll kick off his side quest, which I'm going to table for a later date. It's very low priority. Not the greatest rewards for that quest, but we can start that off. We can at least get the 10 mushrooms. And then we're going to push down to Agio Lake South Site of Grace, which is right here. And from there, we're going to go down into this road here, and there's a spirit jump right here that we can use to jump up into this area here, in which we can retrieve the Royal House Scroll. What's the Royal House Scroll? It's like the Royal House Scroll will get Sellen to have new sorceries in her inventory. It's one of the scrolls you can retrieve and give to her that will get her to have new scrolls in her inventory, and she needs new scrolls because she needs new sorceries.
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson?
Because the sorceries she has now leave something to be desired. We do have Scholar's Armament, which is great. We already had the Glintstone Pebble, which was great. This is not bad. But the FP cost versus the damage it does. I mean, it's not bad. I wouldn't prioritize it. This one's great for crowd control, but it's very situational. This one, unless I don't know how to use it, completely sucks. I wouldn't waste money on this. And don't be fooled by the fact that it requires intelligence 23. I mean, you think, oh wow, intelligence 23, because you scale up to, like, you know, you level up to 23. Yet this totally sucks. I mean, unless I don't know how to use it. But, and I'm not the only one that thinks this sucks. I mean, that's the general consensus. It just completely, it's not worth it. It does very little damage for the amount of FP you spend. So yeah, and we had that. We're gonna get that, but that's it. It's pretty skimpy. But we can get her to have more sorceries if we bring her these special scrolls, like I said. And one of them is a Royal House scroll, and that's what we're gonna do eventually. Let's start off by going back to Agio Lake North. Alright, and let's wait till noon. It's just a personal preference. And let's get our horseman solution ready. Scholar's armament on the Lordsworn's greatsword. Because we got an ERMP here, Elden Ring Mounted Police, and we want to take him out. You can do a nice clean takedown, get right up behind him, sneak up right behind him as he's, you know, walking away. Do a strong attack and then just spam attack. That'll get him off his horse. Once he's down on the ground, do a jump attack to finish him off. But make sure you charge up your sword with the Scholar's armament. Okay, so AOT comes down here to the end of his route, and we're going to tag him and bag him. Wait for it. Wait for it. Until he goes back. Okay, I'll tag him. Sneak up right behind him. Wait till he turns so you get a clean approach. Got him. Awesome. Okay, next. Let's switch over to the Glintstone Pebble. Do a little farming.
Oi.
And there is Bach.
Could you help us out, Cully?
Great. Okay, now, this guy is hidden in this bush here. This red bush here. Yeah.
Stop pretending you can't see me.
I can't see you. All you have to do is hit the bush to get him to come out.
What'd you go and do that for?
And let's have a little chat.
Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you. The name's Bok. I was pushed out of the cave. Told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really.
By the way, when you talk to these NPCs, some even asked me to move the camera. You can't move the camera. All you can do is move your character.
Oh.
So the most I can do is like that, so you can see him.
When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned. And so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me.
He gives you 10 mushrooms. There you go, 10 mushrooms. This is pretty good.
Or, well, if you can afford to wait for a while, I could sneak back into the cave and bring back something of actual value. Then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon.
Okay, and what he means is the coastal cave. That cave that we went to way back in the beginning. Okay, right there. That's where you're going to meet him next. Like I said, this is a low priority.
Right, but I'll need a moment. I'm frightened of them, so I have to gather myself. My knees start knocking, just thinking about that god-awful cave on the shore.
And once you get there, you're going to find him there wounded, and then you have to plow through the cave and get his stuff and bring it back to him, and then that's how it continues that. Here's another... Okay. Next is that campfire there. See this? If you look at the tip of Happy Face's sword, is pointing at a round thing. That's a teardrop scarab, which contains the Ash of War determination. We don't want to scare it away, so we're going to stealth up into those bushes over there, take out this camp using the glintstone pebble, and then we're going to wipe out that scarab to get that Ash of War. That's the plan. And we got to watch out for the horseman. It's best to go quiet because, like I said, if you go in loud, you're going to scare away the scarab. Okay, so we do a little stealth maging here. 2 shots each. If you crouch back down right after shooting your pebbles, they'll completely lose you. Hilarious. I know what he's doing. He thinks some kind of ghost is attacking the camp. Says we cleared an enemy groups, we got refilled. That's great. Make sure your FP bar is full. Tag the scarab and spam him as you approach him, and make sure the horseman is not coming. Here he comes, so let's not do it now. Okay, let's go for it. There you go, Ash of War determination. Gonna show you about that later. Perfect fit for the S-Stock. Alright, next. Our ERMP solution. Scholar's armament on the Lord Sworn's greatsword. That's so badass, I love doing that. And let's just wait right here. Same dealio. Sneak right behind the horseman. Strong attack, spam attack till he goes down, jump attack to finish him off. Easy. Easy. Wait for it. Okay, let's go for it. Tag him. Bag him. The bugger got a shot in. A Caden helmet. Interesting. Okay, physical 6.8, physical 4.4. It's got it in the looks department, but not better armor. Alright, let's use the ground slam on this guy. And let me just... We're coming for you. We're coming for you. Alright. Tag him. Right about here. Is that cool or what? That is the coolest thing. I just love doing that. Okay, had enough fun. We already took down the trolls, so they're going to pass them by. One thing I forgot to do in the previous video, oh, look here, is pick up a somber smithing stone in this, right here off this dead guy. They're showing the, whoops, showing the map where I am. There's the bridge, just southeast of the bridge, right near there. Somber smithing stone. Right, next. Agio Lake South. It's, see the tip of the lake here? The southern tip of the lake? The site of grace is right about here. So let's put a beacon and right on down. Here's the beacon. And better hurry up, happy face, here come the authorities. Let's just keep a low profile and ride in the cover of these cliffs here, this cliffside. See that crab there, that giant crab? Great farming. Easy, easy farm. And here is the site of grace. Discover it. Just have a little rest to recharge. Just for demonstrational purposes. Switch over to the glintstone pebble. Basically go up to the bush, tag the big crab, spam the pebble 5 times, he's down. Easy 300 easy 300 runes. That's it. Wait for the money. Money goes in the bank. Fast travel back to Agio Lake South. Rinse and repeat. I made 5,000 runes in 10 minutes doing this. Not going to do this now, just repeat it one more time for demonstrational purposes. Yeah, I tested this on my PS4. 5,000 runes, 10 minutes. So if you ever want some easy money, there you go. Wait for the money to go in the bank. Cha-ching. And back there. And Bob's your uncle. I had an absolutely extraordinary play session on my PS4 yesterday, testing out the new challenge run. What's that about, Zach? I ain't saying. I ain't saying. But when I launch this challenge run, this is going to turn the Elden Ring community on its ear. On its ear. Yeah, that's all I'm saying for now. Let's see if we can take out this horseman with the ground slam. I was having fun with this in a practice run. It was absolutely hilarious. Let's get ready. 2-hand. Get right here. He's going to stop right about here. See if we can ground slam him. Right about there. Wait for it. Dude! See that? Just fucked him right up. That loves me my ground slam. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, now I don't want to use up too much FP because we have a bit of a mission coming up. So let's just call up the horse. Coming up ahead is a spear jump, showing the map where I am. Right down this road here, right about there is a spear jump. We're going to ride over the spear jump, press the jump button, and press forward. Press the jump button, up we go, and whee! And you press forward to and I go forward a bit as you're in the air. And don't worry about being way high on the horse when you take a spear jump. You don't take any fall damage when you come down with the horse. You can only do it with the horse though. And up here is where the Royal House scroll is. See that guy on the way in the distance on the cliff there? See, if you look at the tip of my sword is pointing right at the guy. The Royal House scroll is right the little sparkle right there. That's it right there. Alright, now you gotta watch out for this guy over here. Okay? That guy there. As you're taking down guys in the camp, because, and also that guy over there, because they will get alerted, and they got glintstone pebbles. They'll get alerted and they'll start shooting at you. So you gotta be nice and stealthy. Let's just see if we can get up behind this guy here. And what did you give up? Godric soldier helmet. I don't have high hopes for that. The prisoner's iron mask is actually a pretty good starting yeah. Same dealio here. Nice and quiet. Oh, these guys are giving up the loot. Okay, I'm going to leave that guy alone for now. And let's use the glintstone pebble on this guy. 2 shots, nice and quick, and then go back into cover. Beautiful. Alright. Okay. Hold the sword in 2 hands, this is important. Okay, 2 ways you can get across this gap. You can get on your horse and jump across the gap using the horse, or you can use the ground slam. Just get right up to the tip here, press the skill button. Make sure you aim properly. Oh, see, I knew this is the reason I screwed up. Money. Two golden runes. Wow, how about that? Okay, let's try this again. Okay, take 2. Get right out on the edge here. And ground slam. Yep. Beautiful. Okay, we're going after this guy here. You're right up his butt. Down you go. And here you get the Royal House Scroll. Bring that back to Sellen. You get 2 new spells to buy. Now, let's just clear the camp. Why not? See if I can get back. Do it right this time, Slack. Alright. Yep. Whee! What a freaking riot. Okay, priority number 1 is to take out the eyes of the camp. That guy right there. Okay, so forget about everyone else. Because as soon as you start messing around down here, he's going to spot you and he's going to start glintstone pebbling your butt. And it's not going to be very nice. Best way to get him. Sneak down here. Okay, right along the edge of the building here. Right like this. Stick the edge right up here. This is perfect. Right like this. We get right up behind him. Down he goes. There you go. Okay, so now the eyes of the camp, what I call the eyes of the camp, are gone. That guy's gone, this guy's gone, so now we can stealth them up. Or do what you want. You're not gonna have, like, they've got no air support, if you will. Okay, so whoops. This guy's gonna take a couple shots and I'm out. Same. This guy'll take one shot. I don't think so. Ooh, golden rune. Okay, we got a horseman here. They don't want him to get alerted. What would be preferable? We could take out that guy nice and quiet and then do our horseman solution on him. Let's just find out who else is. Or another thing you could do. This is what I did in a practice run. He just got up here and just attack the horseman and he can't get you up here. Nope. Yeah. Oops. It's nice and quiet. Get in the bushes here. That's a particularly tough hombre. Alright, let's switch over to our horseman solution. And he's not even moving, so this should be a cakewalk. We could even do a charge attack. Dude. Dude, and that's the whole camp down and out. Thank you very much. And let's go. To the victor go the spoils, and we get the great Ape. It's always the same. Pretty good sword. Show you that later. And that's his camp down. Let's go back and talk to Sellen at Waypoint Ruin Cellar. Give her the scroll, and she's going to have 2 new spells in her inventory. Don't buy them until you watch the next video, though. There are some considerations.
There you are,
right?
my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson?
Here, you're going to give the option to give her a scroll. Give a scroll. Give the Royal House scroll.
Is that a scroll? Takes me back to my academy days. Very well. This is sorcery with which I'm not entirely unfamiliar. I'll be sure to incorporate it into one of your lessons. Never lose that inquisitive spirit, my apprentice.
Alright, if you go to her inventory, she now has 2 new spells. The Glintblade Phalanx, which is not bad. Actually, I had a lot of fun with this. It's quite useful. And the Carian Slicer. Yeah, both of these are miles better than the Crystal Barrage or the others. Yeah, anyways, we'll get to those next video. For now, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go have dinner. I want to thank you all very much for watching. And if you thought this was remotely entertaining and or informative, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Post a comment. Stuff like that there. And I'll see you next time for some more Elden Ring. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes, alright? Thanks a lot, really appreciate it.